right? You might have spotted this sunflower down in the corridor. It's been down there some time now. But if you're new, you might not actually know what it's all about. It's actually the logo or symbol for our group called Side by Side, which is the church's bereavement support group. We've been meeting since May 2019, albeit with a break of, I think, about 14 months because of COVID. Initially, our meetings were every other Monday down in one of the rooms down the corridor. The break that we had because of COVID was quite telling, really. For me personally, we lost 3 quite close family members, and talking about how we were grieving those people because we couldn't often see them was difficult. And also hearing stories from other people about how they hadn't been able to visit sick people in hospital who'd then died, couldn't go to funerals and things like that. So the work that we were doing side by side suddenly took on a completely new dimension, a new importance. We do now meet again. We're up at the Railway Inn every Monday morning from 11 o'clock. I won't talk about why we're there. If you want to talk to me about that afterwards, you can. There are some really good reasons, but it might seem a bit strange to be meeting in a pub instead of the church. From very small beginnings, I think when we first met down in the corridor, we had 3 at our first session, and it did take some time to build. And then we had the break of 14 months, and it was really like starting all over again once we were up at the railway. But we now have 22 names on our register, if you like, and an average of 8 to 12 attend every Monday. What do we do? Well, what we don't do is we don't have speakers and we don't have organised activities. Each week we have at least 3 team members, but usually more, usually 5, who come along and offer a listening ear and general support to anybody who attends. And as the group has grown, friendships have developed between the attendees, and they've become quite adept at supporting each other and offering advice on practical and emotional matters. Last year, as part of what we did, we encouraged people to attend the excellent bereavement courses that Peter Myers led. And we also encouraged people to come to the quiet Christmas service and the Thanksgiving service. I've only got 3 minutes, so I won't say very much more. We're about to have a review meeting where we analyse what we could do better. So could you all, as a church, please be praying for us for that meeting, for wisdom, especially in knowing how to help people who seem to be stuck in a really deep rut of grief, and for ways to reach out to people that aren't able to come to our meetings. And I also am quite keen to develop a prayer ministry. At the moment, we pray for our attendees. We don't pray very much with them, so I'd like to develop that a bit more.